Hello, everyone. I am Nakamura, CEO of Rare Job Incorporated. I will now begin the explanation of our financial results for the third quarter of the fiscal year ending March 2026. First, I will cover our consolidated business results, then our group vision and purpose, followed by the third quarter results, the revised earnings forecast for the fiscal year ending March 2026, and finally, our business strategy. Let me start with a summary of our consolidated business results. Here is the summary of our consolidated business results. Net sales were 7.297 billion yen. Of this, the reskilling business accounted for 3.095 billion yen in sales, and the child and child-rearing support business accounted for 4.201 billion yen in sales. Operating profit was 110 million yen, and net income for the period was 99 million yen. Continuing on, our services for individuals have been struggling, resulting in decreased sales and profits. At present, we are focusing on improving profitability. We are also in the process of rebuilding our growth foundation. And as part of that process, we are selling our certification services business, with the transfer set to take effect on January 5th, 2026. As a result, in the fourth quarter, we expect to record a gain on the sale of 400 million yen. This is expected to be reflected in our net income for the current period. Accordingly, we have revised our earnings forecast. Our group vision is to create a world where everyone, everywhere can realize their potential and thrive. This is our guiding principle, and toward this goal, we offer a variety of services for people of all ages, from children to adults. For children, we provide offline options like the Tokyo International School Group, as well as online services such as Ripple Kids Park and so on. We also dispatch ALTs to elementary and junior high schools. And for everyone from children to adults, we offer Rare Job Ikaiwa, an online English conversation platform for thorough learning, as well as Rare Job Ikaiwa Coaching, which adds coaching support. Additionally, we have PROGOs, a tool to assess speaking ability, and we provide global leader development programs for corporate clients. In this way, we offer a diverse lineup of services for people of all ages, from children to adults. We help people improve their skills so that, in the future, they can succeed on a global stage. These are the kinds of services we provide. Next, I will discuss our results for the third quarter. In the third quarter, despite lower individual service sales, we added revenue from the Tokyo International School Group acquired in September. Consequently, overall sales fell year-on-year. Operating profit also declined due to lower service revenue and one-time acquisition costs for the Tokyo International School Group. These costs reduced year-on-year profit. Net sales were 7.297 billion yen, down 1.5% year-on-year. Operating income was 343 million yen, down 50.6%. Operating profit was 110 million yen, down 76.1%. Ordinary profit was 117 million yen, down 73.8%, and net income for the period was 99 million yen, down 66.3%. Next, I'll move on to the segment breakdown. For the reskilling business, net sales were 3,095 million yen, with 1,728 million yen from individual customers and 1,367 million yen from corporate clients. Segment profit was 139 million yen. All of these figures represent a decrease compared to the same period last year. For the child and child-rearing support business, sales were 402,100,000 yen. Year-on-year, this is up 10.5%. Alt Dispatch hit 3,092 million yen, up 1.7%. And the Kids English service was 608 million yen, up 125%. Segment profit was 142 million yen, down 46.7%. Regarding the reskilling business, the Smart Method service was discontinued, which had an impact. In addition, the Rare Job English conversation service for individuals underperformed, resulting in decreased revenue and profit. As for the children's and parenting segment, the Tokyo International School Group, which joined the group in September, contributed to the business results. Thanks to their addition, revenue increased in this area. Additionally, we've also recorded one-time expenses related to the acquisition of this company, which has also contributed to the decrease in current profit. This diagram shows the factors behind the increase and decrease in segment profit for the rescue ring business. It reflects the decrease in sales, the decrease in cost of goods sold, and the decrease in advertising expenses, which together result in the segment profit for this period. For individual customer services, we have continued to efficiently control advertising expenses while maintaining ongoing activities. We're focusing on LTV and ad efficiency, improving unit economics, and reducing fixed costs to solidify our profit structure. Regarding lifetime value, especially the churn rate, we've achieved very good results. We'll continue to focus on these kinds of improvements, and as an organization, we'll keep working to optimize our structure so that we become leaner and more efficient. As for our corporate services, our global leader development training continues to perform steadily. However, in some areas of the Rare Job English Conversation corporate training, demand has stagnated, resulting in a slight overall decrease. Currently, we are focusing on expanding high value added training for corporations, which is in strong demand, as well as increasing continued use among existing customers. We'll continue to strengthen these efforts. At the same time, we plan to steadily improve each area step by step, thoroughly addressing various issues, and by doing so, reliably increase our sales. In other words, we intend to consistently carry out the fundamental initiatives that are expected of us. Continuing on, this relates to the increases and decreases in the child and child-rearing support business. Regarding the ALT dispatch service, sales have increased due to the acquisition of new school districts, and we're making progress in optimizing staff placement. Although the cost of ALTs has risen slightly, there have been positive effects on quality in the educational field. Additionally, with the expansion of our business, personnel expenses have increased to some extent due to the expansion of bases and the strengthening of our workforce. That's the current situation. Regarding the English conversation service for children, sales have increased significantly thanks to the contribution of Tokyo International School Group, which joined our group in September. Moving forward, let's take a closer look at the quarterly sales trends. As you can clearly see, there is some seasonality involved, so the specific figures tend to fluctuate in this manner. As for the reskilling business, services for individuals, such as artificial intelligence applications and other similar tools, as well as the ongoing trend of a weaker yen, have unfortunately led to a steady and persistent downward trend. And then, starting from the third and second quarters, in other words, from September, the Tokyo International School Group has joined our English conversation services for children and child-rearing support. So in that area, their sales are now being included in our revenue figures. Next, I'd like to talk about the revision of our earnings forecast for the fiscal year ending in March. Operating profit is expected to decrease due to difficulties in the reskilling business and temporary costs related to M&A activities. On the other hand, we are optimizing our business portfolio. Specifically, we have transferred our certification services business to Gaki Holdings. As a result, we expect to record a special profit. And because of this, with regard to net income for the period, we are planning to revise it to 410 million yen, which is an increase of 32.2% compared to our previous forecast. Therefore, our earnings forecast for the fiscal year ending in March is as follows: net sales of 9.6 billion yen, EBITDA of 350 million yen, operating profit of 50 million yen, ordinary profit of 55 million yen, and net income for the period of 410 million yen. We are making these revisions. As for each segment, we are making adjustments to reflect the current situation for each one. The reskilling business in particular has been somewhat underperforming, with sales of 3.92 billion yen. Of that, 2.2 billion yen comes from services for individuals and 1.72 billion yen from services for corporations, with segment profit revised to 120 million yen. Regarding child and childcare services, since the Tokyo International School Group has been consolidated, sales 1.68 billion yen for ALT dispatch, 4.76 billion for intangible conversation, and 920 million yen. Segment profit is now 190 million yen. Regarding our dividend policy and dividend plan, there are no particular changes. Our basic policy is to continue returning profits to shareholders, and for the fiscal year ending March 2026, we plan to maintain the dividend at 8 yen per share, unchanged from our previous forecast. As for shareholder benefits, we are introducing a new service. The Rajiji Maker coaching service is being newly added. This has been added, and now shareholders can also use this service, which enhances the lineup of shareholder benefits. Next, I'd like to talk about our business strategy. Our approach is to maximize the value we provide by combining people with AI. We are working to achieve this. We're also focusing on synergy, regional synergies, and collaborations with various partners, such as Gawken Holdings and other companies with whom we have capital and business alliances. By working together with these partners, we are establishing competitive advantages and accelerating our business development. Regarding the risk learning business, we are seeing a diversification of services, and currently the use of online English conversation services is declining. As for corporate training, there is an increasing trend toward allocating budgets with a focus on ROI, which is accelerating. As a result, both the individual and corporate markets are undergoing significant changes. We are making sure to respond appropriately to these circumstances. First of all, we are working on our organization. We are working to make our organization leaner so that we can effectively address and meet the needs of this changing market. We are currently implementing these strategic changes, optimizing and streamlining our organization in a careful, step-by-step manner. At the same time, we are also launching new services for consumers and for individual customers as well. We are making sure to We are working to provide appropriate services to each segment, carefully pursuing and closing deals. We're also making sure to steadily sell not only our core English conversation products, but also higher priced offerings beyond that. In terms of our service lineup, we offer a range of services that can help learners from beginners to advanced users make solid progress. For beginners, we provide Rare Job English Conversation, and we also form alliances with third-party apps to bring in new users from there. Then, through Rare Job English Conversation and Rare Job English Conversation Coaching, we help learners improve their English skills from the A1 level to even higher levels. Especially for beginners, we offer coaching by Japanese instructors. Through this, learners can understand how they should study, how to proceed, and get answers to any questions that come up during their learning. By reviewing reports on their actual lesson situations, such as the amount of speaking and the time spent, we provide appropriate feedback. This helps learners adjust their study methods properly, maintain their motivation, and continue to improve. By utilizing advanced AI, we combine feedback from AI with feedback from real people and encourage beginners to use both to improve their English skills. This is something we have our beginner learners do regularly, and especially when it comes to our corporate clients for more advanced learners. Furthermore, for those at the B2 level and above, which is referred to as B2 and higher, we will be offering training from April aimed at developing the skills necessary to become advanced users. This training is priced higher than our regular English conversation courses, but through this, we aim to help learners significantly improve their level and deliver a real impact. And in addition to that, it's not just about English proficiency, but also about the skills needed to succeed globally. Things like negotiation, presentations, communication, various skills like these. We offer global skills and power training to help people train in these areas in English. This is also something we provide for advanced learners, specifically for our corporate clients. So, by making sure we offer these services thoroughly, from beginner to advanced levels, we ensure that we have solid services for every group, and as a result, we provide a range of services that enable people to further develop their skills. And as for assessing where you currently stand, we offer a speaking test through PROGS to help you evaluate your level. From there, you can move up to the next level. By repeating this cycle, you can improve your English skills and become someone who can excel. This is the kind of support we provide. Now, moving on to our child and child-rearing support business, here, regarding the ALT dispatch market environment, there haven't been any major changes. However, since we have strong solutions, there is still plenty of room to expand our market share. So, we plan to continue our sales efforts and make appropriate proposals to capture more of the market going forward. Additionally, we are also targeting the preschool and after-school care markets. High-end. So especially, first of all, the high-end segment. We're looking to create new markets targeting this segment and provide value there. Centered around the Tokyo International School Group, we aim to capture this market, and this is how we are approaching the child and child-rearing support business area. And then we are working on proposals for hybrid education and enhancing our competitive advantage. While creating collaborative synergies within our group across various fields, we are also, for example, we provide online lessons to places like Tokyo International School, kindergarten after school. We also offer online lessons to schools, and by generating synergies in this way, such as standardizing curricula or jointly developing materials, we aim to create comprehensive synergies. Through these efforts, we plan to further expand and develop our services. That is our current thinking. Next, regarding our profit improvement measures, this is something we are currently implementing. We are redesigning our business structure and reorganizing our organization, and by doing so, we are working to reduce management costs, which had grown somewhat large, among other related expenses. We're also aiming to cut group costs and with the help of AI as well. By streamlining various operations in this way, we're moving forward with cost reductions in these areas. Through this, we are automating processes wherever possible and cutting back on areas that have become less necessary. At the same time, we are focusing our efforts on areas where only people can provide value, and by doing so, we aim to improve profitability. In practice, for example, we are reducing group management costs by making Shikaku Square a separate business entity, among other measures. We are also moving forward with measures such as merging companies that had previously been spun off. Going forward, we will continue to implement these kinds of changes as needed, transforming our profit structure as appropriate. Our aim is to provide services in a more efficient manner and to expand our business operations. We'll keep working on various initiatives to achieve this. That is our plan. And regarding each service as well, in order to increase and enhance LTV, we will be working to raise the monthly unit price, implementing measures to boost ARPU, and introducing policies to prevent cancellations. We will continue to focus on these areas. Also, to diversify our customer channels, we are partnering with various companies, and from there, we are working to bring in new users, not just through web marketing, but also from other channels. We are committed to thoroughly pursuing these avenues. As for corporate clients, we are making full use of our existing customer base as a foundation, and at the same time, we are reaching out to companies that have not yet joined us. By reaching out to these companies and encouraging them to use our services, we aim to increase our numbers. These are the kinds of initiatives we are focusing on. There are still many areas where we haven't been able to take action yet, so we intend to address those thoroughly and work to expand further. Honestly, there are still plenty of companies we haven't been able to reach, so we believe there is ample room to engage with them and bring them in. These are the kinds of efforts we plan to continue moving forward. That concludes the explanation of our third quarter financial results. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate your continued support.